So this is the puzzle in both the raid, Vow of the Disciple, and in the preservation mission. So currently I'm in the preservation mission. You can see I'm in acquisition. I've just entered here, and this is what I would call the glyph room, where all of the different glyphs that are in the raid can be seen with their corresponding names underneath your radar. So if you have a look there, if I come up to this one, it's got a picture of a ghost with a man or a person underneath it, and you can see the traveler in the background. And if you look on the left of the screen underneath the radar, it says Guardian. Now personally I call this one Ghost for the ghost reason, and I'll explain why momentarily. You can see this one's Hive, Stop, or Red, or Square. This one's my personal favorite, Teardrop, although it's actually called Enter, or some people call it Door, Earth, and so on and so forth. Now there are 26 different symbols throughout the whole raid that you need to get familiar with. So you can see that one's Traveler, Reeve, Black Heart, Commune, and so on and so forth. Fleet, as in Dark Fleet. Got Light, saw Dark. So Drink. Anyway, the point that I am making here is these different symbols serve more than just the purpose of explaining what they're called or giving you their names so that you can call them out in the raid. In this room on the right hand side, one of these little windows has no bars on it. You can jump through it, jump down the bottom here. Now you can see this brain or knowledge symbol underneath, followed by a bunch of other symbols. So if I stand underneath the brain or the knowledge symbol, you can see I get a reset action or interaction that I can actually perform. When I come up here, I'm looking at 3 rows of 3 different sets of symbols. So I've got 3 rows of symbols, my apologies. The top row indicates the person or the entity that has to perform a particular action. The middle row tells you the action, and the bottom row tells you which of the glyphs to perform that action. So this teardrop or enter symbol means you have to melee. So we need to get rid of that and use our melee just like this. You can see that I'm on a warlock. Don't use your ability because it won't work. You actually need to use just the standard melee. So the teardrop or enter symbol means melee. You can see this one's Guardian, so the Guardian needs to perform the actions. Guardian being me or you. We need to get the melee on 2 of the symbols. Then we need to interact. So this is the interact. So if I would hold X, as you can see on screen, it would reset. That's the interaction that we're talking about. And this kill symbol means shoot. So melee, melee, or punch, punch, interact or activate, and shoot. Now the 4 symbols that we need to do that on are Black Heart, Traveler, Witness, and I like to call this one Throne. It's Ascendant Plane, sometimes called Ascend, sometimes Plane, sometimes, in my case, Throne, because Throne doesn't sound like anything else and it's easy to say. So Guardian, the reason I don't like Guardian is because one of the symbols, which is just over there, is called Black Garden, and people tend to shorten Black Garden to Garden, which sounds very similar, especially in the heat of the moment, to Guardian. And I have actually been in raids where someone has called Garden and people have shot Guardian because that's what they thought it was. So we've got to do punch, punch, interact, and shoot, and then Black Heart, Traveler, Witness, and Throne. So Black Heart, Traveler, Witness, and Throne. So let's go find those. Black heart. Let's throw my melee ability. Black heart. Traveler, see how it lights up? Witness, we activate. And throne is over here somewhere. Here it is. Now that didn't work, and that's a pretty known bug, I think, at the moment. So all you do is, when that doesn't work, you go back to the first one, and you do it again. And you can see that that just procced a piece of lore or a triumph for me. I jump in here, go to Throne World, down to Devour the Disciple, and I can collect that lore. You can run this mission and that puzzle in the preservation mission or in the raid, as long as you restart that area, it will be available for you. So I can collect that, get some lore, and you can see now that the glyphs have all vanished, and that is so that I can't go and do that thing again. All you do is you restart the mission, come back to this point, redo the puzzle, and you can get all of the lore in no time flat. And you'll see that if you jump in here, there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Triumphs, 5 of 10. So I've got 5 more runs to do, and then I can unlock that entire lore book. And I'm pretty sure we need it, as you can see down here, Vow of the Disciple lore book, or the Vow of the Disciple seal. So if you want the Disciple Slayer title, that's one of the things and one of the ways that you can get it. Happy hunting.